yet again to another scene of Orlando Ascended. This time we find ourselves in the morning after the incidents at the library and the subsequent discussions at Club Bones. It's pretty early, so they're planning to go later to see Dr. Xavier and tell him of their big plans about what they need to do about that Alex dude that follows them around. But for the time being, well, Clea is awake after another night full of nightmares and restless sleep, rolling a joint and puffing off. So, what are you people doing?
Jesse's gonna knock at your door, like he's about to go out. He has a bag and like he is out there. Hey, Clea, are you ready to go out? We have to meet the professor.
It's
Clea?
9 a.m., dude!
So,
We're
when
not gonna go at 9 a.m. He's probably not even there. Just chill. Can you bring me
okay,
some cookies and milk?
can we not be in your garage and go in the kitchen for once?
You know I don't like smoking in the house.
Who cares? The professor isn't even here. Plus, he does it all the time.
I guess we can go in the living room, whatever.
Nice.
Mm. She'll take the box of rollables and shit and the ashtray and move on to the living room.
So I like called Jason, not Jason, Damien to come. So uh we could all like carpool and go there.
Does
Yeah.
he even have a car?
No,
Well, call him and we'll see. I don't know.
okay. I'll call Jason Spawn, not Jason Damien. Fuck.
Okay. Damien will take up. Yeah. Okay, I'll be there in a sec. And it doesn't take 5 minutes, and he shows up and knocks at the door.
Ooh,
Oh,
well,
well, that was fast. Oh,
maybe it's
what?
like some delivery or something. Maybe cat bought something,
It's
and he goes
9
to
in
the
the
door.
morning. There are no deliveries. I didn't order pizza.
Uh,
And it
coming.
Yeah.
He opens the door and, oh shit, that was fast.
I took the liberty of camping in one of the alleys a few blocks down, just in case some shit would have happened that I could come close, run to help.
Ooh,
And
uh,
yes, he looks a bit bummy at this
That's a
point.
can
bit
I?
weird, dude. But whatever. You want cookies, milk?
Do
Yeah.
you want like breakfast? I can get you some breakfast, and maybe
Oh,
like you
yes,
can take a
please. I'm
shower.
starving.
Yeah, you should
Okay,
Mm.
probably
yeah,
go take a
Jesse,
shower.
yeah, go make some breakfast. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. You can bring me
And
some
yeah,
milk.
yeah.
Yeah,
he
you're
he
so good.
enters and he goes to the thing and he takes a few sniffs and politely asks,
You want some?
"Ah, oh yes, please, big eye with the big eyes. Oh, I see you have got a rolling box. May I?
You can have some of that. We'll roll again.
Thank you."
She'll pass the joint.
He takes a
Yeah,
few puffs,
she has
gives it
some good shit,
back.
man.
Good stuff. By the way, how do you guys roll yours? Pure or with tobacco?
I don't know. I just
With
smoke
tobacco.
whatever she makes.
Ah, good, the
Wait, you
European
put
style.
tobacco in it? You giving me
Yes.
Oh,
cancer?
well,
What?
well, dude, it's not the tobacco that's doing the cancer, it's the tar, I think.
Exactly. And as I see, you have here rolling tobacco without any additives. By the way, if you're worried about that, go for a active charcoal filter. That will filter out almost
What
everything apart from
now?
an active charcoal filter. I know they exist in your time.
Well, usually the tire is on the paper,
Correct.
so
But if you don't mind, I'll put a little bit of tobacco in it because that allows the J not to
I'm
go
putting
out every
tobacco
five
in it.
seconds.
But I know, and not
Wow,
just
you
that,
sure are knowledgeable about this stuff.
not just
Well,
that, but
I'm from
it's saving
Germany.
you.
We smoke it in that fashion. I know you Americans prefer to smoke it pure and in small.
I'm
Not
not
me.
American.
Okay, sorry about that. But
It's okay.
anyway, and he
Yeah, he's from
starts.
Canada.
Yeah. So he does the small. He prepares it. It is obvious from the way he handles it that he has a lot of experience doing that, and he rolls a slim but surprisingly long J. Sort of. I'm estimating for three people.
Are you questioning my J rolling skills because I've been praised a lot?
At which point he goes, "Would you like to see a nifty trick?"
Ah, there we go. Eh.
And he puts a second filter beside, and he basically does what they call the double-barreled shotgun J. He rolls, cleans, and then you see very neatly done. He lights both,
I've heard that you should like watch The
and
Wizard of
he
Oz while
and
like listening to Pink Floyd.
oh, just a sec,
Why?
and then he hands the very interesting looking J to the person to his right.
Would that be
I'm
poor
in the
Jesse?
kitchen.
Yeah,
Yes,
probably,
I'm
because Jesse's
cooking.
cooking breakfast. Because he's
Yeah,
such a
for you
good
fuckers,
boy.
fucking
ah,
bastard.
Ah, that's good shit.
ah,
Nice, dude.
thank you. I've I needed this.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
don't we
Jesse
all?
puts like two plates on the living room, and it's bacon and eggs and some bread.
So we
Yeah.
need to come up with a
Uh,
plan for you, dude. Like you can, I'm sure if you tell what's your name about the papers you need.
Dahlia.
Yeah, Dahlia. She can make that, I think. Yeah.
She's been very helpful so far.
Well, you'll be able to repay her. Don't worry, man.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find a way to repay her. I always pay my debts.
Well, good. Thing is, I think you can find a job easy as soon as you find the papers. Make the
Once
papers.
I have the papers, I can set up a bank account and so on and so forth. So, yeah.
But if you need any help, I mean, we can find something. What other uh what other skills do you have?
Let's see. I don't want to blow my own horn here, but I am pretty good at casting metals, working metals. Um, I've made several replicas. Um, what else?
Ooh,
I've.
let me ask you. Look, the
Mm-hmm,
doctor dude wants me to check his transmission on his car.
mm-hmm.
Apparently, for some reason, he's still using stick.
oh
Weirdo,
yeah,
you know.
they're
Uh,
gonna turn the
And
car into a
maybe
transformer.
if you know about metals and shit and stuff like that, we can work on it together if you want. I'm sure the doctor can pay you.
as long as the, I would say, as long as the technology is analog, I can deal with it.
Oh
It
yeah, it's
it is
totally
more,
analog.
as soon as microchips are involved, I'm a lost cause.
Oh, I'm good with microchips. This is like it's a Cadillac. It's a nice car, I guess, but
Ooh, nice.
well,
Jesse starts puffing as well, and he goes,
if
"Are
it
you
was
guys
up
gonna turn it into a transformer?"
no, if it was up to me, I would just switch the transmission for an automatic one, but doctor won't be pleased if I do that, so I won't do that.
Uh, what else? What else? I'm good at recognizing patterns. I know my way around most things historic and prehistoric. Um, I'm reasonably good at organizing stuff because as a cultural heritage manager, you have to be able to organize exhibitions.
Uh,
Why
I'm
don't
really
you?
bad at this.
Um,
I
Why
think.
don't
I
you ask the
can
library for a job after they fix the compromise? Maybe.
fair enough, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you could work at the library. I don't think they will need your papers there.
It's still better if I get the papers. It'll make my life a good deal easier. Um,
Yeah.
Mind you, I am planning to do some research in the sphere of matter. So at some point, I should be able, from what I saw from other mages, I should be able to not only make armor and weapons and stuff for my own, but maybe also for others. Who knows? Maybe I'll even be able to supplement some entropy into objects. That could be really useful. Or at the very
Like
least, have some healing talismans ready and sell those.
You
like a
can make
lucky
healing
rabbit's foot.
things?
Yeah, yeah, basically. But with a lot of life energy in it.
Can you make me immortal?
Can I.
Wait,
What?
you're immortal? You can't die?
No,
What?
that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if he can make me immortal, if he can do life stuff and things.
I could
Oh,
teach you, and as soon as you've reached a certain level of life, aging will no longer happen to you.
is she going to be like a vampire? Like a
No,
Tremere?
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
I
no, no,
don't
no,
think
no.
so.
True immortality, as in when you've learned enough life magic, the whole processes that make your DNA, every time it copies, lose. You can have that constantly replace itself, away with the acne. You can also boost your immune system to ridiculous levels. I have to say, ever since I got Life 2, I haven't had a cold in a long time.
Well, there is something that I've been meaning to ask you.
And with level 3, I, for example, have stopped aging.
Okay,
What?
yeah, but there's something else that I wanted to ask you, but
Uh-huh.
maybe we should not discuss it here. It's a bit private, I believe.
Um, okay, as you wish, and he takes another 3 tokes.
I won't tell anyone. It's only us here. I don't even know if the cat is here. Is the cat here? Is the kitty here?
I don't know, man. Go check her room.
I don't wanna fucking like be a creep and like open the door to her
Just
just sleeping.
knock.
Oh, are we talking about Neko Girl here?
The cat girl. You know.
Ah, okay, that term probably hasn't become popular yet. Okay.
Uh.
What's a neko?
Japanese for cat.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah,
Okay.
maybe we should call her that, Lady Neko.
Just go check if she's here for fuck's sake. Just go.
Yeah, he's gonna go upstairs and go check up on if she's there or
And
not.
while Jesse's upstairs, I'm talking about your heart.
Oh, yeah, the old ticker.
Yeah. How did you get that? I mean, could I study it maybe somehow? I'm. It's really. I've been working on this project,
Hmm.
and well, sometime in the future, I would like to further enhance my insights. Let's say.
Are you a transhumanist?
Yes.
Ah, What bothers you about this biological machine that, was gifted to you as a vessel for you to experience the world?
Sorry, what?
Okay, I'll try to keep it
No, no, I
simpler.
was reading a message, so I didn't.
Okay. What is wrong with your biological body, this biological machine that was gifted to you by your
It's.
mother to for your soul and mind to experience this world?
This vessel is limited.
So are machines.
Yes, but when you combine the two, you have something else that is less limited.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, I crushed a Nokia with with his hand, and to have a smug and proud look on her face.
You mean the first speech?
What?
Enochian, the first tongue.
The Nokia, I don't remember which one it
Hmm?
was. A Nokia phone, you know, those
Oh,
unbreakable
those.
bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they are destructible and I destroyed one. Jesse can tell you it was his phone. We got him a new one then.
I see. I see. Okay. Now I have to be very careful. It's once again one of these quad bike situations.
Hmm.
Um, I can tell you that I didn't put it there. It was put there by somebody else against my wishes.
Okay, that's disturbing.
Uh, it it was. You know the scene from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
No.
Okay, then that won't help. Okay,
Well,
but
you
yes,
see,
it was
I don't
highly
know if I had watched
disturbing.
the movie before, but after I have no memory of the before, so I don't know, and after I haven't watched, it's really close to catch up. I
Understood,
don't know.
understood. You have no reference point.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, it was very disturbing. Um, yes, uh, and it was also disturbing what happened with my original heart. But okay, enough of that. The other thing is, this heart wasn't created by me or anyone that I dared to call friend.
Okay, so it was bad people making it?
You could say so, yes.
Like, how bad?
Uh, um, can you give me a scale?
Like the hit mark that we found?
You are not too far off the mark, but that's all I can say.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I guess I'll have to figure this out by myself because I'm not sure I want to really dig into that.
Plus, it's the only heart I have.
I mean, look, if that's something that may affect you, we can make a new one for you.
I definitely would appreciate it. I mean, it seems to be working fine. I haven't had any issues so far, but
Yeah, but if the bad
um,
guys make it, maybe I
they
don't know.
can. Yeah, that was my idea. That was. Let's just say it has been a worry of mine for a bit because of its origin. I don't like the idea of going anywhere close. Bad guys of that type, just in
Yeah.
case that they would use it as leverage against me or uh, do you know?
Well, I'll see what I can come up with, and I can ask my other people that, and we
Yeah.
can do
Plus, I
something.
don't know how new or old the technology is. I don't know if.
Talking about current state of Orlando?
Nope.
They're talking about cybernetic.
Yeah. By the way, we need to find a way to introduce you into the scene because we're at the house where me and Jesse lives, and Damien has visited and was smoking weed and talking shit. So, how would Kara find us?
Well, what
Like,
time of day is it?
it's around 9:30 in the morning.
Around 9:30 in the morning? She's probably passed out in her bed.
You're not helping, man.
Well, what do you expect when she stays up late singing at her father's bar?
Could it be that she is disturbed by the
Where?
voices?
What voices?
Ah, she's not in the same house.
No.
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 Ah,
I,
whoops.
I don't know where she's staying.
No, she stays in a little apartment, probably on the other side of town.
We actually, now that you mention it, we actually have no clue where the fuck our place is.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Orlando.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing I know where I live.
Well, let's say that this morning, for some reason, you woke up and went for a jog. And you smelled weed at a house and decided to knock on the door. How about that?
Yeah, like Kara's gonna do that.
Jared, you're not helping me.
And?
How am I
And
gonna
that's
enter you in the
help you.
scene if you don't give me something? Because we're not gonna find ourselves in your bed where you're
I'm
sleeping.
though she would like that.
Well, yeah, guess what? That's not how things work in the real world.
Fuck it, we're mages, we can manipulate reality.
Oh my god, Jared, just please give me something to work with here.
Well, I'm only here because you begged me to be here.
I didn't beg you. I, like,
Come on, get in the chat with us. Come
you
on,
said
get
you
in
want to
the
meet other
hangouts. Come
mages,
on,
that
get
you'd
in the
never meet
scene.
other
We're already
mages, but you'd never
seen.
come in the scenes. And so I told you to come in the scene. God damn it, dude. Let's say you had a day off the last night and you're awake early and you smell weed. What do you do?
Keep on walking.
Bye, Jared. If
You
you don't,
asked.
I mean, if you don't want to be here, I can't make it work.
I'm
Okay. Maybe Jesse didn't find Cat in the room and went and opened the front door and looked outside for Cat, and instead of Cat, he saw a Kara walking by. How about that? Does that work for you?
or I could sit off for a little bit until you guys change to a different place while I set up everything else I have so I can be ready to, I don't know, actually play.
We're not really in a hurry to go anywhere. We're like slouching on the couch, having breakfast and smoking weed. Why would you think that we would go anywhere at this point?
I don't know, maybe you ran out of milk, maybe you ran out of cereal.
Oh no, we'll have cookies, we'll have bacon, we'll have all the things. Come smoke weed with us, damn it!
Sorry, got weed
Virtual
at my own
weed.
place. Weed and beer.
Well, it's not as good as that weed. I can tell you that much. We got it from the Verbenas.
I don't know what you're smoking, but my stuff's from Humboldt County.
The stuff they're smoking is created by
The
a
one
mage.
that Dahlia is
Be really
making,
good.
which is good shit.
Cultivated with magic and love.
Anyway,
I
are you going to cooperate or are you going to be an edge lady supreme?
I never said I was Edge Lady Supreme.
No, you didn't need to say it. It's blatantly
If
clear.
if anything, Serena's Edge Lady Supreme.
No, this is not. Serena's fine.
She
Anyway, we need
totally
to get back in
accurate.
character. Are you in on it or not?
Well, she doesn't really know you guys, so why would she be walking near your house when she
Maybe
lives
she's
on the
just
side of
walking and
town?
just happens to be near our house.
Do you
It's,
live near the bars and whatnot?
Probably not, because this is kind of like a Mexican place.
Yeah, her apartment is literally the apartment above her dad's bar.
and she never goes anywhere else.
Generally not, no, unless she has a photo shoot to go to.
Oh my god. See, you're not making things easy here.
I never
Like
meant for
you
it to
have
be
to
easy for
compromise
you, darling.
somewhere. Yeah, but we're getting very off track right now. So yeah.
That's not my fault.
Okay, if you're not gonna play, then bye. I can't help you if you can't help me. Oh Jesus, darn it.
So
Anyway.
I guess all you guys were talking about hearts. Guess he will come to the front door and go, nope, I don't think that is anywhere here. I even checked the bushes, which
Should
is kind of odd because he was upstairs and now he's downstairs and using the front door.
should I worry?
Oh, he's an adult. That's a cat.
Your microphone.
Prob. She's an adult and a cat. That is maybe.
Okay. We know that cat's an adult. We don't know if the cat in the cat is an adult.
I don't know. She's the responsible. Never mind. She's fine. I'm sure. Pretty sure.
Well.
We'll find out soon enough if she isn't.
Oh well. Nice cookies and milk. Yum yum yum.
Mm,
How's the bacon, by the way?
the way I love it, extra crisp.
Nice.
Excellent.
Should we like turn on the TV and like watch Pink Floyd and listen to Dorothy?
Why
Mm.
are you so obsessed with the TV, man?
I heard of the old legend that if you play uh, one specific song of Pink Floyd and also have The Wizard of Oz going at the same time, that both of them sync up beautifully, almost as if it was done on purpose.
Yeah,
And
I've
and
heard.
at this
Yep.
point, he cups his
Okay.
hand. He puts the double barrel J in between his second and lowest finger, makes basically a bong out of his hand, and he takes a really hard hit
Well,
and then
okay.
passes it on.
I know that far that Pink Floyd have really long songs sometimes, but no song is that long to last the whole movie and to get a long puff too.
What the hell? You told me never to do that.
Well, yeah, 'cause you're a noob.
And he's been keeping the smoke in, and he waits until Clear is done, at which point he opens his mouth and does certain movements, and smoke rings come out. And then the
Sure.
rest is exhaled. Oh, haven't done that in a while. Oh, good shit, lass. Good shit.
Well, you can thank your roommate, I guess.
Oh, it came from her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would explain it. Although one of these evenings, we have to build up a leather tent, and I'll show you how the Scythians smoke this shit.
The
That's how they
what?
got effing spirit visions.
We can
It
make
was
a
fucking dope.
we can make a tent in the backyard.
Yeah,
I don't know if the neighbors would appreciate that.
yeah, good point. Mind you, if you quick trick. This will be very useful. If you guys ever find yourselves have run out of paper or even rolling tobacco, you get either a small brazier or something that can hold a piece of charcoal that won't burn. Then you take a piece of red hot charcoal, put it in the middle, put the ground up dope on the burning charcoal itself, and get yourself some either normal straws or reed straws, and like that you can inhale the pure unadulterated smoke straight in. That's how the Romans did it.
The
Damn.
Romans smoke weed.
Yes, they did, because they had their province of Macedon in today's Albania. The hemp there is naturally saturated because it's warm enough, while in places like Germany, the wild hemp hardly ever had any THC because it was too cold.
Well, the archaeologists know his shit, you know?
Yeah, you're like the coolest time traveler dude I've ever met, but you're like the first time traveler dude I've ever met.
You have to work on your compliments, dude.
You know what? I'll take it. It's nice to be appreciated for a change.
You said you know how to build stuff as well.
I am good at casting metals as well as smithing and working metals. Yes.
Do you know Spider-Man? I have this idea.
Uh,
It's really
Oh,
stupid,
shit.
but like,
Ah, man. I'm starting to think that it was a bad idea to introduce you to weed. Like, seriously.
l-
Okay, the cheese grass
what?
thing, that was a good idea. This wasn't you. That was Cat doing. But,
Yeah,
man. What? You wanna be
what?
oh,
Spider Man now?
Yeah,
Bot
like,
wants to do a
the
solo
web.
with me. See you guys.
goodbye.
Uh,
Have
Bye
fun.
bye.
So, have,
You mean Peter Parker's web slingers?
yes, but like, instead of shooting web, it shoots out stun gun cartridges. Can you make that?
Mind you, I'm no expert when it comes to electronics, but I have a basic understanding on how tasers work. Let's just say they have not fallen out of fashion by my time.
He like smiles and looks at Clea. Clea, can you help him make me a Spider-Man gadget?
I would probably
probably.
go for two harpoons, which are connected to a conductive wire. Um, would have to have a certain length. Then you'll probably need a
Question: Do you want
gas
it to be like?
cartridge.
Do you want it to
Yeah,
be like, kind of like a projectile, or how exactly do you want it to?
because you need with the normal ones, you need two hooks that go into the clothing or even slightly penetrate the skin so that the circle can be closed. And as we learnt in school, only with a closed circle can the electricity flow.
Yeah, and of course inside you probably need a coil and some way to produce the electricity.
So
Or
we
you
can
Well,
can
make
create
a
it probably.
Spider-Man stun gun,
I would
or
say the likelihood is probably 80% that we could do it. We would probably have to work a bit on it.
I can say that we can 100% do it, can do it. The question is, why?
Yeah,
cause
good
it's
question.
cool. Plus you can hide it like Peter Parker. Instead of shooting webs, it shoots out cartridges and stuff, and like you stun people.
Oh, wait a sec, and he starts smiling. Is that so that you can amplify the electricity with your
Yes.
forces? Why didn't you say that from the beginning? Then,
Uh,
then it's not just for being cool, but to prevent paradox. I see what you're doing there.
oh, right. We could do that too. I thought it was just cool.
Ugh,
Um,
he didn't even
okay.
think about it, dude. I mean, seriously.
Oh wow. Okay, then let me school his ass for a sec if you don't mind
Oh,
taking
I
another
don't mind
puff.
at all. You do you, dude. Like seriously, I'll just lean back and enjoy the grilling.
Well, it's less of a grilling, but just okay. First of all, uh, you know, c- uh, come on, Jesse, sit down.
Okay.
So, do you know? Okay, so first of all, do you know what paradox is?
Yes. The professor said that if you use magic in the real world without it looking normal to other people, you like explode.
And do you know why that's the case?
No,
Okay,
I don't think so.
so so first the fundamentals. Technically speaking, every human being on this planet could be a mage.
Okay.
The thing is, the avatar, the thing that connects you to the higher self, to the cosmos, and allows you to do magic.
Okay.
That one actually attaches itself to the baby in the womb, but basically think of that spirit gets attached to you shortly before the birth, and then goes into a sort of sleep state. That is what my avatar told me. And basically, every human has one sleeping. What happens is when we awaken, we and the avatar awaken, and then the avatar links us to the cosmos, and thus we unlock our ability to use magic. But the thing is, the ability to use magic is innate. However, when you're a sleeper, somebody who is not yet awoken, there is still that energy around. But what do you think happens with it? It goes into the subconscious, and all the subconscious of all those sleepers form into the great unconscious. And that, in a passive way, also forms uh, how reality is perceived and how reality is enforced. The reason why the laws of nature, why gravity has, amongst other things, has the effect it has, is because all those sleepers think that what comes up must come down, what is born must die, and so on and so forth. Now, it isn't only the sleepers who enforce these laws. Some of them already were there long before us Homo sapiens. But back on track. So, when.
Kitty, you're back.
Yes.
Oh,
Where were
hi,
Holy
you?
shit!
Catherine.
We were looking for you, and we were kind of worried. Where were you?
I even looked in the bushes and like inside the lamp, and you
I
weren't
was under the
there.
bed.
Oh, why didn't you say anything?
Oh no, I
Ah.
was sleeping.
Anyway, come here. We have good wid. You want some bacon? You want some milk? Cookies? Come
Fuck
I,
on.
yeah.
I think I accidentally cooked all the bacon. By the way, we need more bacon.
Ah. And the doctor dude is not here. Anyway, please go on, dude. Sorry for interrupting. I just happy to see the kitty.
It's fine. Hi, Catherine.
Hello.
I think Jason's gonna move in with us, not Jason, Damien.
Damien.
Why do I keep
Damn
calling you
it.
Jason?
Jason, stupid.
Anyway, back on track. So here is the following. People, of course, also through the schooling system and everything, have a certain view of the world. We know better. We know that we can warp reality with our magic and bend it to our will. However, when we do that alone, like in the middle of the field and nobody's observing us, depending on the severity of what we're doing, most of the time we will not incur paradox because there is nobody around who is not awakened to go like, hey, wait a sec, that's not how it works. Then, let's say you're in an alley and a sleeper attacks you, and it's only you and him. You use your magic, but he sees, without anything to deflect it, and he just goes, oh shit, that guy summoned a fireball. That's not supposed to happen. And reality, the collective unconscious takes note of it, and there'll be a little bit of paradox put upon you. Now, if you throw the fireball in a crowd, reality will go, right, you are violating the rules of reality. I'm going to bitch slap you. And then you get a whole heap of paradox, which can end up having horrible effects. However, in the alley, you shoot your taser attachment and you amp up the electricity. Anyone watching, including the person who's getting fried, will just think that this is a particularly strong taser, and you will not incur paradox.
Are you saying that we're doing this?
Yes, you guys are going to make me into Spider-Man that shoots electricity out of my wrist. And it
Boy, fine.
also I think I got from that was that Spider-Man wrist thingy
Okay,
is actually a good
but
idea.
be prepared to pay well, okay? Because,
Also,
Damien needs the
maybe
job, and, well, I have to put
yeah.
up with your
I
silly ideas.
I once had a demon whose goal was to help all humans awaken, and I'm gonna be like, yeah.
What? Maybe we shouldn't. You
Guys,
shouldn't be explaining. Yeah,
out of character declarations, the session being recorded.
Yes?
yeah,
Good. Can I take over for a bit and do something with the character?
yep,
Yeah,
Okay, I
sure.
mean, yeah,
Yep.
I don't think we started recording.
Oh, it has been recording for a while now.
yeah.
Oh,
They're just
okay.
very, very, very baked.
Yes. We're just very, very, very baked.
So
Miss Kara.
okay, where are we?
Oh, for God's
Oh,
sake,
I
I'm
see.
going to talk
Where
about.
are we?
We are at home.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
morning. We just woke up and we're just wake and bake and drinking milk and eating cookies and whatnot.
Okay. So yeah.
And thinking about watching uh,
The Wizard of
The
Oz.
Wizard of Oz with Dark Side of the Moon,
Yes.
which it lines up perfectly to where halfway through the movie you actually have to start the song again and it still works.
They won't do it though, because they're mean.
Oh, you're not proper stoners.
We're not completely stoned yet. I guess we could try it. We'll see.
Man, Jess is super
Wrong with
stoned
you?
right now.
This is a lightweight. Anyway, let them do their thing.
Hmm.
Miss Kara,
Yes.
your training has been going very well in the Cult of Ecstasy. The past few days, you and Hannah have been trying to get you guys some foci and teaching you the ways of magic and whatnot. And as of recently here, you've been given an assignment, someone to kind of like latch onto you and watch you due to the recent murders that have been happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the one who they chose for you was, hold on a second, load it up. Was this gentleman right here?
Of course I have to get Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
When all the rest of the high people are actually getting high in their house.
Yes. If you wish to go by and visit them, that is your call as a player right now.
I don't know where they
Eh,
live, so I have no idea where they are.
oh, she knows where they live. All you have to do is ask Hannah.
Hmm.
This is my hairdresser.
Yep.
What a coincidence. She's mine too. Anyways, so Snoop Dogg's following me about.
Yep. Sometimes invisibly.
That's not creepy at all.
And Hannah asks you if you would like to go join the other somewhat new mages, especially since Mr. Darren Shan would love to find out what they're doing right now.
Not to mention
Or they
Kat is
get
there.
high.
You might learn something, Kara. You've been doing very well with your studies.
Fine if I have to.
Oh, if you have to, yes, you do have to. She pinches your cheek a bit. Well, do you wish to go?
Sure, why not?
All right. You go into the back of her salon where she has like this big open kind of area that looks a little bit different than some of the others, with a lot of musical instruments and other things set up. And as you both walk out the door, you've been in her salon a lot of times, and typically you know exactly where the back entrance opens. It opens up to an alleyway where the hair salon is. But this time, when you open the door, it literally opens up to a completely different alleyway, and you both step out along with Mr. Shan.
Alrighty.
She has taught you that this is known as a correspondence effect, where distance and location and overall relativity become irrelevant. She looks at Darren. She's like, keep a watch on her, and Kara, go have a little bit of fun. You've done well. Oh, and
Okay.
I do look forward to your next performance.
Well, hopefully it's better than last time.
Oh, you did fine. Gives a little bit of a smile.
Kara just looks kind of, for lack of a better word, since me as a player physically high at the moment, uh, flabbergasted. She kind of just looks flabbergasted, like this is completely different. Still not used to this. And she makes the mistake of saying, "Where are we? Diagon Alley?"
No, we're not in Diagon Alley. Close enough, though. No, this is the residence of a few of your fellow mages.
Oh, anybody new?
A few. Mr. Shan, would you take her from here, please? And she gives you a hug and goes back through the door.
So,
Right, come with me,
but
Car.
okay, lead the way, I guess.
I'll lead the way. And he almost runs headfirst into a wall, and he's like, oh, nope, not that way.
Are you sure
Not
you're
that way.
not high at the moment?
Well, you see, just, okay, a little bit, but that's beside the point. You hear a knocking on the door. Who would be the closest to the door at the point in the house?
Well,
Jesse.
actually, when they come next to the door, on the window next to the door, there's a woman that's sitting cat style, front the legs and the butt on the windowsill, but also the hands on the windowsill.
I'll go get the
Interesting.
door. Yeah, I'll go get it.
People,
I'll go get it.
I can get it. And she'll drop down, open the door.
Oh, weird dude. Hey,
Oh, I remember. Oh, oh
come
no!
in.
Mind
Yeah,
shield! Mind
Ah,
shield!
yeah,
Mind
mind
shield!
shield, mind shield.
Is this the woman that like reads your mind without
Do
asking?
do they
Yes,
literally
yes,
shout mind
Yes,
shield?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
he's shouting
okay,
that.
I've to roll Erite for mind shield in that
Yeah,
case.
3 successes. I'm up.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. One success.
Okay.
Is this the woman
One.
who reads your mind without asking?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
uh,
Ah, wait,
of course,
dude.
Mister.
Come
Of course,
on.
Mr. Shan is at the door.
Come sit with us. We have the good stuff here that we got the other day.
You see, I gotta admit, I'm kind of impressed that you brought up your shields that fast. Good. You're at least keeping yourselves on par. What did you
Oh,
do to them,
oh.
Kara?
Apparently, she reads minds without asking. That's what they said.
Uh,
It's rude.
Uh,
are you going
hello,
to do that this
Kara.
time, Kara?
well, I was planning on it, but I guess they spotted me before I could.
Ah, but see, now they've learned to they're learning. And I have to admit that was an impressive organized mind shield thing you guys just did right there. So not bad, not bad. By the way, what are
Well,
you guys smoking? I have got to get in on some of this.
You have
Yes,
weed.
you do. It's the one we got from.
It's best
Uh,
verbena Kush.
yeah. What's her name? Uh,
Dahlia.
Dahlia.
Dahlia. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, from Dahlia.
Dahlia's delight in that case.
so if you guys really want to trip out, shall I set up a bit of telepathy between us?
No.
Oh, here we go.
No,
No, here we
no,
go. No,
No.
no, no,
I'm
no,
No.
fine.
no,
No.
no, no, no.
No.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Trust me on this one. I'll tell you what.
Cat, as he's
I'm
uh,
no, no,
as
no,
he's
no.
speaking, Cat will like poke his dread, one of his dreads, and like watch it move.
He doesn't even seem to care. He's like, no, no, no. I'll set this one up. I'll give you guys a treat today. This will be awesome.
Okay, sir.
Look, dude, like I appreciate it, but if we're gonna get into some really bad trip, that's not probably a good idea. Cause after we have to go to the serious dude
She
and
means
tell him
Professor
Never
things.
said it
Xavier.
was a bad trip, but
Yeah,
We
I
have
expect
to
we will have
tell.
to at some
that'll
point
be
sober
fun.
up. I think.
Yeah, we have to tell the Professor Xavier that there's a stalker following Clea. That's a time traveling evil man that
Xavier's
probably
already
murdered.
Xavier has already been informed of that shit, man.
Oh, there's something
Oh,
else that we need to tell him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you see, okay, let me tell you what we talked about. Since you're like a higher up, I guess you're
And
a
he's
bit
been
more
sent
adult
here
than
to
us.
babysit us. We don't have to worry about anything at the moment.
Yeah, but
Well, not
listen. So, okay, maybe if that. Oh fuck, what's my babysitter's name again? God damn it! Oh, I need to get my notebook. Give me a sec.
Would high people be considered simple creatures?
sure.
So, so go
Can
and
I
get her journal.
use alter simple creature to make everybody calm down from their paranoia?
That wouldn't be alter simple creature. That would be a basic mind effect or a basic
Yeah,
life effect
no.
using bodily fluids.
Fair enough.
Jesus. Okay, here's my notebook. So, yeah, Chris Auburn. Yeah, this dude that's following me around. Where is he? He should be somewhere around here. Cause, look, we came up with this idea. You know what happened last night in the
He's
library? That all shit?
yeah,
And we
yeah.
thought that this dude might have a sympathetic connection with me, but that's bullshit because he doesn't know me. But you know that he had a daughter that died, so we were thinking if we go and find the dead daughter, that's a connection that he has to her, so we can get him like that.
I think it's time to connect everybody's minds to get them to calm down.
I'm calm, I'm just telling you what we were thinking
You're
of doing.
paranoid at the moment.
It's
No.
it's
not
not
paranoia
paranoia.
if
Not to
nobody's
mention
after
your
you.
not to mention your aura is spiking like crazy, Clea.
You're paranoid.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Dude,
is going to kill us.
I don't know what you're talking about, but if you had this shit
Paranoia is a
happening
lot
to
more
you,
than just
Come with me if you want to live.
worrying about someone murdering your ass.
I'm going to spend a willpower here. Hold on a second.
oh, for fuck's sake. You get extra
Paranoia
difficulty if you're
can
trying to
be
mind
worrying about
fight
something
me.
that doesn't currently concern you. That can be paranoia.
That's okay. He can spend quintessence to ignore that.
Oh, but it is not paranoia when shit are happening. And my
And only the
babysitter,
paranoid say that.
dude, he has, he's a Euthanatos,
Clea,
partly, yeah. Yeah.
Clea,
Yeah.
Damien, Jesse, Kat,
Yeah, yeah.
Kara.
Yes.
Actually, not Kara. Everyone but Kara.
I just want to say I have the necklace on that has like level 10 mind protection.
Yeah, that's why he just spent like half his quintessence to ignore it.
God
Um,
damn.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, you're all going to be forced into a state of lucid trance.
Oh, lovely.
This is going to be the rote of the high mind.
Oh my god.
That's rough.
And
Wait, can they still see me?
no, they'll see you, but everything is like mildly calm. Like imagine what this rote does is the state that you're in like right as you wake up out of bed, and like
Uh-huh.
everything's still
Oh,
kind of
the
coming into
half
focus.
lucid
Oh,
dreaming.
ow. That's
Ev-
The partial REM sleep that you're
yeah,
just
but
yes,
is this a
mildly
good
awake in.
idea for people who have the nightmares thing? Cause that
everyone is
state.
everyone is currently in partial REM sleep right now.
When you're connected to someone else's mind, they can partially alter your state of awareness, allowing you to think more clearly if they so want. By the way, where's the pipe?
We're not
Oh,
using a
it's
pipe. We
it's
have
look,
joints.
I got one right here.
I always need to prepare myself adequately enough for one of these types of trips.
The good
Well,
news
hey, you can
is,
sit down.
yeah,
They're all going to be calm right now, so you can go ahead and get yourself prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say there is a half-smoked double-barrel joint lie currently in Damien's hand. Now that he's in his calm state of mind, he's not doing much with it. It smells good.
How big is the pipe?
Pretty big. It was made for 3 people in mind.
So bowl's like probably a quarters,
At the
an inch
very least.
wide,
Yeah,
about half an inch deep.
at least, yes.
So it's
Okay,
at this
filling
point
that up
that
fresh and taking a rip of the entire thing.
all right, Kara, since you're using a foci for this, go ahead and roll me your Arete roll difficulty 3.
Difficulty
Because this
what?
will 3.
3. Da, 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 da. So basically, anything but a 2 or a 1. Ooh, wrong thing. There we go.
All right,
Hey, look
3
at that.
hits. Very good. You remember the lessons that Hannah has taught you, and through channeling the foci of this particular herb,
Mm-hmm.
you are able to gain a sense of mind, and you're able to use the stimulation as a proper foci. You succeed in connecting your mind to the others, and after Darren sets up a standard loop, you easily, Kara, managed to do work with mind. It seems that mind is one of your best spheres right now. And as you all link up, you are sitting at a rather large poker table. You all have your joints, alcohol, whatever you wish to have there. and there's cards all stacked around the table. And of course, they have slowly start to deal themselves out. You guys start to begin playing a game, and it's at this point that you can discuss what has happened to you because all of your minds are calm and somewhat in sync, and each one of you can describe what your character is feeling like and what they've seen and done, and we'll just start from left to right. So, Clea, go ahead and start with you.
Well, I'm worried because of what happened in there. I really need to research more about that dude and about my memories or whatever. But I really think that if we find this guy's dead daughter, we can, get him to come out and, get him, I suppose. Although he's kinda strong, it seems, but, I don't know if the thing that I saw was my memory, though, anymore. I'm confused about that. I'll have to talk to the dude with the glasses.
Sorry. What is Kara feeling right now, and what are her surface thoughts?
Kind of hard to explain since she's still reeling from her awakening. She will turn to Darren and ask, is there a way to make other people experience your own memories?
Yes. Roll an Arete Div 3, since everyone's linked. Since you are now all mentally linked, you can show everyone literally everything you felt, saw, and did.
Well, if you guys really want to know, get ready for a bit of a trip on the pleasurable side.
Unless you fail.
Unless you blow up.
Yeah, unless if I epically fail.
All gonna really
Oh, look
regret
at
it if
For
that.
you
fuck's
dodge.
sake.
Oh, look at that.
3 hits. So, Jared, tell them every emotion that Kara was feeling up until she did the performance. I'm sorry, the awakening, then the performance, and then the training with Hannah up until this point. Tell them what they saw and what you felt.
Well, what they're going to experience is basically their entire surroundings switches to a bar, and they're on a stage, microphone in front of them, large crowd, and the feeling of excitement and the knowledge that it's your 21st birthday. And all of a sudden, something, as you start singing, uh, just wells up inside of you, and it feels really good, almost too good. It's sort of ecstasy that really drives it for a lot of people in life. All of a sudden, in front of you, a very beautiful, incredibly sexy woman appears in front of you, almost floating with bat like wings and horns on her head, which you would recognize vaguely to be a depiction of a succubus. And all you remember is this feeling of what you now recognize as lust to well up inside of you and all of a sudden burst out forward towards the crowd. and in your euphoric high, you see a fuck. This is what happens when I'm high.
When are you not high?
Well, when I have to explain stuff at length, shut up.
Basically, to make a long story short, for those of you who remember your awakening, you recognize this as hers. And for most of you, this is a pretty somewhat intimate moment because all of your minds are linked, and each one of you can not only feel each other's emotions, but have seen each other's thoughts and feelings towards events that have happened previously. Not everything, but some things. And Kara's awakening was kind of a remembrance for some of you because some of you awakened pleasurably, some of you did not awaken pleasurably, some of you awakened with a horror and nightmares and etc. But
Some of us
it's a
don't
bit of a
remember.
reprieve. And as this awakening is happening, you all kind of start to see each other in a different light. Um, you not only see that, but you also see each other's past memories for the past few days here. So think of this almost like if you two did if you did not know each other now, you guys certainly know each other now because now you guys
Wait,
know each other a lot better.
Wait, all
question.
the
Does
memories?
that mean
Not
we
all
can
of them,
Yeah.
see the
just the ones the
future?
past few days.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
all of the past few days' memories?
No, bits and pieces. Mostly any memories that relate to strong emotional scenes.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's everything.
Because, yeah, Clea was pretty upset the previous nights. Like, pretty upset.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all of your companions will feel that at a point as it's going through the circle.
But it also breeds a better understanding among everybody connected about
Okay.
exactly what your anxieties are, and it's
Okay, so for
easier to
context,
communicate.
yeah, for context, well, many people are making fun of Clea, like picking on her and the way her brain works, and that really hurts her a lot because she doesn't have really a choice on that matter. Like her brain is really scrambled, like it was in a blender pretty much. Like she doesn't remember a day in her life when she had a restful sleep because she keeps having nightmares every night, and pretty much it goes she cries herself to sleep and wakes up with nightmares all the time. She's constantly tired and confused, and then people are picking on her for that, and she's really, really hurt about it, pretty much. But she doesn't talk about it to anyone, not even Jesse. But now
Oh,
you all know. And that makes her feel very, very vulnerable.
On cats
Uh,
on cats
Kara's going
uh,
to. Oh, sorry.
on cat's part, most of the day is been well, you know how cats never really give a shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that? And but there are parts of nightmares where you're for well her, so you're in the lab and people are if you up just a sec.
Who died?
Nelson's phone. Anyway, since he's on the phone, you might say what you were saying, Jared.
Uh, as Clea was finishing her little rundown, and Kara's gonna get up, walk over to Clea, and just give a comforting hug,
Weird.
and you'd feel an understanding from her.
She will hug you back and nod and then just be uncomfortable again.
So yeah, sorry. Let me go. You're in a lab. There are lots of people around you, and you just wake up from extraordinary pain, like pain you've never felt before. This feels like pretty much like you came very close to dying, or maybe you died and just came back. And you do everything you can to wake up. You don't know anybody that's around you. You don't know where you are. You don't remember anything. For you, you're just a creature trying to get away. You don't know what's going on, and you were just very, very hurt. And yeah, and also there's a bit of there's someone that you miss, and you just want to see them again. They're your favorite person, and you haven't seen them in a few days. You want them to come back.
All right. Jesse, little virgin boy. Your turn.
Fucking do this.
Oh yeah, by the way, you also probably see that she's actually pretty fancies Taryn. Like she's trying to hide it, but it's probably not very good at hiding it since you're connected to her brain. God
I
damn it,
That's
knew
her.
it.
Jesse.
I
That's
knew
her.
it. So I guess Jesse would feeling a bit of doubt, like if Jess actually views him as a friend, or as Leah keeps telling him she's only there to babysit him. So he's kind of like sad about that, and like uh
Being a naive little boy.
yes. uh,
Well,
so
in return, Clea thinks, well, I'm only kind of jealous because you're my friend, and I don't want her to steal you away from me because you're my little friend.
and you guys also see that Jesse views Clea as his older sister, like his real older sister, because you guys also see that his childhood is that he mostly just spends his time at home or in the mall with his sister, just watching movies and like reading stuff in the library with her. Like you rarely see him being with his parents. It's always with his big sister.
To be fair, we only
And
see a few days of his memories. I don't think we see that
Yeah.
oh,
far back.
oh, oh,
Yeah, it's not like way back. It's like we intimately understand how they currently feel with current events.
yeah. So you guys would just mostly see him hanging out with Jess and like stalking Claire because he thought that she was doing something super shady, and he followed her to a church and end up meeting a vampire.
Hey,
And
some Catholics are actually very hard on with their confession stuff. They don't want anybody but the pastor and the Lord to hear it.
yeah, and yeah, it just most of his memories is just him literally just sitting with Jess watching anime and movies because Clea, sorry, didn't want to watch it with him, so he just invited Jess to watch him the movies instead, and that's about it.
You could say he has a love for his sister.
Yeah,
Is he Chinese in
uh,
this?
yeah.
Okay, then I can't make the anime joke.
Oh my god, Jared. Okay, Damien, what are you
Damien,
feeling? Break the tension here.
Ooh, how do I do this without my character suddenly imploding?
Oh shit.
you
Yeah,
could just think about what you've been doing with Dahlia or something, or like the library, or how you're
I just
dealing with
wanted
the
to
current
ask the
situation.
storyteller how much control over the thoughts and emotions has the mage got at this point?
It's only going to be the past few days, so it's not going to be.
No. He means like
Sure.
how much he
How
reveals.
much can he filter out?
Roll me a willpower save, diff 8. We'll see.
Oh, that will be necessary.
Oh, this is gonna be lovely.
Let's not die in this session, please.
Oh no, not die.
That would be fun.
It's just whether or not we're going to be traumatized.
Mm,
Whew.
3 hits. You have decent control.
Okay. He is definitely focusing. Okay. So what you guys sense is that Damien is focusing really hard. There is an air of concentration uh, at whatever you are perceiving. What you perceive is a feeling of deep loneliness, of a strong disconnection. If it would have to be put in a visual picture, think of him standing in the middle of a circle of people, and basically all of them have their backs to him.
Clea can relate to that.
There even seem to be at least two people who look as if they could be his parents, and they are in a second circle even further out. Um, there, there is a certain sadness, a certain longing. There is also a certain thankfulness felt. That is associated with a blind lady that most of you guys will recognize as the Dahlia of the verbena. And then another emotion that comes up for those who recognize him, it's Deacon Frost. It is annoyance and determination and confidence, interestingly enough. You get the sense that, yes, he's a hindrance, but Damien is confident that they can overcome him. You get a sense of this isn't the biggest threat he's faced, and from there comes a quiet confidence. But basically, at the end of it, tears will be streaming from Damien's eyes. He's been trying to keep it back for quite a while, but this state is overwhelming him a bit. And yeah, that's it.
Well,
He's
Clea will
he's
reach
quietly
out
crying.
and hold his hand, because she's kind of understanding some of the way that he feels, because he also feels very lonely, generally speaking.
He accepts it, and a small wave of gratefulness washes over the rest of the party.
Don't have to hear what Darren feels.
Yep.
Yeah, what does Snoop Dogg feel?
Yeah, I want the
Which
Snoop.
I can almost guarantee you it's gonna be a 24/7 high.
Mm-hmm.
Darren actually feels calm and relaxed. He doesn't actually feel out of place. He feels very calm and almost in control of the entire thing. He has been working very tirelessly with some of the other mages to figure out what is going on with this maelstrom happening out in the middle of the ocean. And he has been concerned about the young mages because he does not want to see any more death.
Get
Other
closer
than
to the
that,
mic.
there's nothing else. Nothing that comes from his mind, anyway.
Just a nice, pleasant. Ah, that's a nice high.
Awkward silence.
This mind stuff is really weird.
Very.
Well, it just means everybody is feeling the same thing and each other's things at the same time.
Yeah,
You'll
duh.
understand it if you were actually high.
Preaching to the choir, brother.
And it's at this point that there's not much more that's said by Darren. However, your thoughts, emotions, and overall essence becomes a bit more solid, and you're all very calm and relaxed, and you're focused, even though you're all clearly high. But you're all focused and a lot more alert and attentive.
Question, Darren?
Go ahead.
By chance, do you know how to get a familiar?
Oh,
asking
but
a mage how to get, asking a mage about familiars is a lot like asking a mage about avatars. It's a bit unknown at this point, but yeah, we could probably help you get one.
I mean, you can go to the pound and pick one.
That's a pet. From my understanding, a familiar's a bit different.
Familiar is quite a bit different than an ordinary pet. You are correct.
It is a spirit that is able to eat both quintessence and paradox.
Well, I bet with some work I can build one, probably.
Who knows? Every paradigm is different.
by the way, who are you two?
Oh, he's the weed dude, and she's the mind rape chick.
Yeah, I would say there's two with people.
I mean, well, uh,
Daria is the weed lady, and Darren is the weed dude.
yeah. Well, they're both weed
Yes.
dudes. Technically, dude is gender neutral. What to say?
Yes, but you said Daria was a weed lady. You didn't say dude. You used dude for Darren.
No, for Dahlia, I use blind chick usually.
But you also used said she was a weed lady, blind weed lady.
Whatever nickname she needs for
I don't think
however
I
it
ever
works for her
used the
mind.
word lady. I generally don't use the word lady. Maybe I said chick. I don't know.
Maybe
Come here, kitty.
Don't
I
you have
wanna
a
rub your
book of
belly.
nicknames?
she has
Alright.
done this, and then she goes to Clea and just flops and like flops on her knees and lets her rub her belly.
Yeah, rub your belly.
The chick is
So,
purring.
Well, I have a book of names, not nicknames. I mean, if I had a different book for nicknames, man, that would be hard. But at least
so
I remember more of like traits and things instead of names, and I remember the numbers. Like, I know that your number is number 9, and you're the mind rape chick with the blue hair, and we probably have the same hairdresser because it's from your thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Thingy.
I
What
guess
thingy? What is thingy?
uh the
Our
tradition.
hairdresser is my mentor
Yeah,
and the head of my order.
and I think, Kitty, that you're going to be part of them if
Oh,
if the troll was right.
oh. What is it called? Court of something. Court of ecstasy. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. People think I should join you.
is the cult of ecstasy the one Alex is in? Was it wait? Was it Alex?
Uh,
The one Kara is in.
who's
The
Alex?
redhead guy? I forgot his
No,
Alex,
name.
The head
no.
Alex,
is
Alex
Alex
is
is
Verbena.
Verbena.
Oh,
He's the breast milk dude.
yeah. He's
Wait, what?
funny.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was weird.
That
he was
wasn't
like rubbing
weird.
breast milk on Dahlia's wounds to heal it.
Well,
At this point,
that
you
doesn't. That's not the.
definitely get a
That's not the
sense from
question. Where did
Damien.
he get
Oh,
it?
mm, okay. At the mention of breast milk guy, you'll feel Damien very strongly suppressing a thought. He's really concentrating on this one, and there is worry swinging with that thought.
Uh, quad bike?
Roll your willpower, dude.
Yep.
Oh
What bike?
shit. How like you get these things with everything, man.
It means he really has to work on his mind.
Well, if he thinks the things he has to think,
Ah,
then we might explode, and I really don't want to explode yet.
If anything, he'll just incur a point of paradox on himself.
I think he
Oh,
will.
I think it's more serious than that. Like
You did
way more
travel through
serious.
time.
Shh, we're not saying this.
It's getting
two
a bit harder for
successes.
Damien. It's getting a bit harder for
Uh,
Damien to control his thoughts.
wow.
And he just says, if you feel a thought like this that I have now, don't inquire, don't. It will
Uh,
end in my death. And great anxieties connected to those words.
and then Jesse will try to change the topic. So, Damien, what do you think about the wrist-mounted stun gun idea?
Well, can we not
uh
talk about the breast mounted stun gun idea? I want to ask if you think it's a good idea for us to look for the dead girl. Because that's more serious.
I am still of the opinion that if we don't have to desecrate a small girl's grave, that's better. I don't want to create a wraith.
Well, we don't
I
need to unbury her. We just need to, I don't know, make a connection with her or something. I mean, I
If
don't.
we can find one of I don't know, teddy bears or toys or something that her father gifted to her, then we just might be able to do that as well.
What if there is a ghost of her and we can get the ghost people, like the Euthanatos people, to speak with her?
We
You
would have
guys feel a bit of fondness, and then Jesse goes, "Why don't we ask Claire to help us?"
Yeah, I think she can do that. I mean, she
What
hears
if
voices all the time.
what if we go to where she was buried? People leave gifts. We can find something there, and then we can connect to her there.
that is a
From
Without
good thought, and happiness swings with those words.
I mean, yeah, we don't know when she was died though. Did we? I don't remember if I knew.
it wasn't the plan with Lady Octavia that we go to the library and find some information about the dead.
We said we would go to the serious dude and ask him about it, because what if what happened last night will happen
Mr.
again?
Darren said he already knew about it, the compromise.
No, not about that, but don't we need to ask if we can get information about that?
I
Because
mean, we're just going to a mundane library. It's not like we're using the magical library.
yeah, but maybe the bad dude can still go there, you know? Yeah.
I
There's a
still think we
very
should
bad dude.
ask Mr. Quinton to help us, like, track the number of the Terminator.
Oh, hey, wait, dude. Gotta ask you something, because there's something that we completely missed. Like, the first time that we were about to do this thing with the house and we're listening to transmission, Well, there were two names of people there, and we totally forgot to follow up on them. And I
It
just
happens.
remembered because I opened my notebook yesterday and I found it. And I think it has some connection with the evil dude, but I'm not sure.
The names are Jessica and Adam Hartman, sir.
Jessica and Adam Hartman.
Yeah,
I'll
I
have to
think
look
they
into
needed.
this.
I think they needed help, but maybe we're too late now because we goofed. I guess.
Hmm. I'll have to look into that.
You guys feel an emotion of wonderment. Mr. Darren Sean, sir? What exactly is Jess?
Your sister.
Oh, Miss
What?
Jess. Miss Jess is a what we call one of the unaging ones.
Is she immortal?
Not necessarily, but more like along the lines of this is her second life.
Oh,
Is that like me?
Not quite the same way.
I think you have
Think
nine
of
lives.
think of literally going through your entire life dying and then starting over again,
so she got reincarnated?
so to speak. Yes.
I didn't know we could do that.
It's magic. We can do what we want.
I should ask her more of this stuff later when I see her again.
Perhaps you should.
How long does this usually last?
He snaps his fingers and it immediately drops, and you guys are back in the living room.
Oh wow. Okay, that was weird.
It
Uh,
felt like I was one with everyone.
And that is a proper trip.
yeah, how about asking for permission next time? Mm.
Damien stands up and walks over to Darren Shaw.
Just looks at you.
This is the first and only warning I give you. The next time you try to pull something like that, ask for my permission, or there'll be consequences. And there is a lot of seriousness in the last words. He turns around and
Very
sits down.
stern.
Okay. Your foot doesn't move.
He looks at
Damien's
it.
left Damien's left foot won't move. He says, "I've been looking for something, which is why I did that. I've been looking for someone who's been causing a bit of trouble amongst these young mages. Particularly, I found him hiding in your head. So yes, I think I will do this without your permission." And he takes his joint, takes a big puff, and blows smoke right at you. And he's going to use rope of blank strike. Let's go ahead and do this here. This will not be
Mm-hmm.
a mental attack against willpower. This will not be a mental attack against willpower. So the bracelet will not aid in this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he'll spend willpower. Rolling extended roll. Okay, that's easily enough hits.
Oh, you think?
So, Damien, you're gonna feel something just utterly ripped from you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna hear someone go, like, you're gonna hear a scream in the back of your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and even though he just blew smoke at you, it knocks you on your ass, and it feels like you just got clobbered in the face with an uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's happening.
So
Granted,
almost
you
Oh,
like
you
he
you
used the smoke as a smoke screen to uppercut him.
no, he just used the smoke to
I
channel
I
the
I know.
smoke guy into him. And Darian, you can hear that little voice screaming away, and you felt something pulled from your mind, like there was a intrusion there that is now no longer there.
what did you do?
Who was inside his mind? Was it the time traveler guy, Deacon Frost?
We don't know if that guy time travels. We just know that he's the, the guy from the computer, right? Yeah.
No,
Wait.
it was a there was a paradox spirit in your mind.
Paradox in his spirit?
Ah.
A what now?
That's why I linked all of your minds so I could find that darn thing.
Aha. Wrinkle.
It wasn't
What?
Wrinkle.
No?
I would not dare to take on Wrinkle. He would turn me into a butterfly and not think twice of it. But a little chimmeling like that, I can handle.
I would chase you
Butterflies are
if you were.
pretty.
I would chase you if you're a butterfly.
Yeah, but butterflies are pretty.
Yes, but I like chasing them.
Well,
Why are we
Possibly
you're a
talking
big
eating
about
them.
fan. Of
butterflies?
course you do. Why not?
What was in his mind, sir? Exactly.
He
He's
And
takes
what
a little
was he
glass. He
doing?
takes a glass jar, and he kind of blows into it, and then he puts a lid on it, and you see this weird black ooze start to kind of just form out of nowhere in it, and it turns into a little black widow. He
okay.
Ooh,
said
That's
that.
weird.
He says that is what was in Mr. Damien's mind,
So how did
and
it get there?
I'm not entirely sure. We're working on that.
She
He
taps
said,
taps the jaw, makes it move like doop doop.
Hmm. Okay. Uh. So what was exactly this thing doing?
That's what I would like to know. He
it was,
he says as he gets up.
it was eating away at your mind, Damien.
Well, in that case, I'll take my words back. Still.
do you think that
And
also happened to Clea?
thank you. I
Oh,
didn't know that little blighter was in my mind.
What do you
not at
mean? What
all. That's
happened
why I
to
linked
me?
the minds.
You,
Jesse?
s- you said that it's eating at his mind, and what if you also have a Black Widow in your mind?
No, that's why I linked everyone's mind. Was I wanted to see what the problem was. And it seems that
Oh,
that's what it was. And it seems that Damien brought this thing with him when he traveled. So now we
Uh.
have it contained.
Well. And how about my brain?
Your brain is merely shattered and scrambled. Doesn't have any entities trying to eat it.
that's good.
I take it I'm still under the rules put upon me by Wrinkle.
Yes.
I think it wouldn't be wise to try anything that would, change things. Nelson, can you mute when
I
you're
like
demolishing the
living.
kitchen,
Don't worry.
please?
Well, in that case, Darren, thank you.
Of course.
Okay, but this was a bit very how you would call it, a little bit too intimate, and I don't feel very comfortable with it, generally speaking.
Welcome to being a mage.
Well, are we like sharing everything?
No, like I said, the only reason I did that was to find this little thing that was lurking between you. But in terms of uncomfortability, that's just the way things go.
Well, next time maybe ask.
If I had asked, the thing would probably be aware, and I might not have caught it.
No, I don't mean about the thing. I mean about the other stuff.
Well, that just kind of comes with the territory sometimes.
That was all because I prompted the thought.
You must really like the mind sphere, ma'am.
Hmm, it's what I found to be easy for me, I guess.
It has the greatest resonance with you.
Well, look, I
One,
like it too, but I generally don't go about like intruding people's minds.
let's just say I don't know how to hold back just yet.
Fair enough, I guess.
Anyway, Mr. Damien, my offer of you staying in our house if you'd like still stands, and I would like to pay you if you do end up doing the stun gun thing.
Guess we don't have a choice, Damien, do we?
My human
Why?
will be. My human will be coming back soon. You can have my room when my human comes back.
Ah,
Well, there's enough space in the house.
I like want to live with my human.
No, I
Do
mean,
you
if he
know
wants, he
when?
can come and we can pull out the couch thing.
I think my human has a place here. He just has to pack. That's why he's not here yet.
Do you know when your human will be back in Orlando?
She texts Willem. When are you coming back?
well, um, if if it's okay with you, Clea, Jesse, Catherine, I would very much enjoy staying here.
Yay,
And
more
Jesse,
roomies!
yeah, I'm no electrical genius, but I'll give it my best. And he gives you a smile.
Well, I
It
guess I'll
gives you a
take
thumbs
care
up.
of the electronics part, and you can take care of the builds part. I mean, I guess between the two of us, I think we can come up with something cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have lots of tools in the garage.
By the way,
Then
Mr. Shaw, if you guys ever find out what the exact nature of that paradox spirit is, please let me know so that I'm forewarned for the future.
Will do, my man.
Thanks, dude. And I owe you a doobie.
We have lots of them here. Still, I mean, in that rate, we'll have to go back and get more in a couple of days. But
Who
oh
knows?
well.
Maybe I can get ourselves a Verbena discount.
And at this point, I as ST must split, but you guys can continue the scene and end it when you wish. So I will talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Alrighty.
goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.
Well,
Do you have the number of the hairdresser lady that does magic? I should get that number so that I can talk to her.
yeah. Um. It's in the card. Oh yeah. Wait. Give me a sec. So pull out her wallet and look inside and find the card. Give you the card. I remember the number. You can have the card. I just don't remember the name. But I remember the
Is it?
number, so you can have it.
Is it the card Professor Xavier gave us?
No, it's the card from the salon.
Oh, Oh yeah, you keep telling me that you'll take me there to color my hair for some reason.
Yeah, what color you wanna do?
Pink.
I don't know.
Ah,
Why
yeah,
not?
pink will be cool.
Okay.
Hmm.
Or purple. I like purple too.
And
Or
she takes the
or
card.
or green.
That's
Or
actually a good question. I know the trick how I can turn my hair any color I want. Same thing with the eyes and so on. I actually never tried doing that on somebody else.
What?
oh,
Uh,
you
what?
can also have green like no, blue hair like me, so then we can be like twinsies.
Why?
Why not?
You're already twinsies with Tara.
No.
Yeah, you both have blue hair.
That's a different shade. That's her hair is more like teal, mine is more like blue.
Mm, yours is more like ultraviolet.
Yeah, and yours is more like teal, right? Yeah.
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 Like,
Oh,
we could try.
but you're a guy, so I guess you only see all the blue as one.
What?
Oh,
That doesn't
that.
make sense.
Ah, yeah, that old preconception. Nah, most of the time it's not necessarily that males are not able to distinguish different shades of blue. It's
They
just
just don't
normally that
like
it's
to.
not. Well,
They just don't like to.
yeah,
They're like,
uh,
all those are a similar color, so I'm just gonna call that blue.
it's
All
it's
those are a similar color. I'm gonna call those red.
That's even worse, you know?
it's very simple. I guess men just prioritize certain things in a different way, and that doesn't mean that it makes it better or worse.
Yeah, let's not get into this.
So, Damien, do you want to try it? Will it give you paradox?
Mic
Uh,
closer to your mouth.
have you got a sanctum? Then the chances of paradox are pretty slim.
Well, the whole house is a sanctum.
I mean, what you want to tell me that you spent several months attuning every last piece of
Um,
furniture, every last
Oh
piece
no,
of.
wait, yeah, it's the room
there's
upstairs, I
only one
think.
room upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, we can give it a try. The worst thing that could happen, especially in the sanctum, is that I maybe get like, oh, I don't know, one little piece of paradox. I can sleep that off in a while.
What magic is it? Because I think the sanctum is only for forces. I think.
As far as well, the sanctum itself is attuned to your paradigm, to the way you
Yeah.
view the world and use your magic. As far as I know, it's not specifically linked to one sphere.
Okay.
And although let's put it that way, it's the first time that I hear somebody attuning a sanctum to one sphere specifically. But did you just attune it to yourself, or did you also do
It's Professor Samuel's sanctum.
well?
Well,
You
I
know what? You know what? He who tries it knows it. I'm willing to incur that dot of paradox if need be, since you guys have welcomed me so warmly to your home.
well, let's go upstairs then. I mean, it's school. I mean, the professor isn't here anyway, so he wouldn't know. So, yeah, let's go. Let's go try that.
Okay.
Oh great. Well, Jesse's gonna bring a fucking plate of bacon upstairs. Because he fucking cooked all the bacon because he keep forgetting that he cooked bacon and put it on the living room table. So he just kept cooking until he ran out of bacon.
Yeah,
So I figured out how you would transform the hair color of other people. You'd need to have the life sphere at 4.
yeah. So I just wanted to say, they go up. Damien tries it like 3 times, and no, and and then he twists his head very quickly to the right, nodding a few times, and then saying, "Sorry, guys, just got the info in. I first need to raise my excellence before I can do that. Sorry about that."
Here,
Oh,
X.
Arete is Greek for excellence.
well,
Fair.
The more you know.
Exactly.
well,
So they
yeah.
come down and goes, "Ah, well, you know what?
Well,
Maybe after my next seeking."
well, don't worry. He's loaded. He can dye his hair every day if he wants to.
Why would I want that?
I don't know, variety.
But you can
Won't
do it.
that kill?
She's
Won't
not
that kill
saying
my hair?
she's not saying she should do it. She's saying you can do it because you have lots and lots of monies.
There, she
Yeah.
gets
You
it.
make a point,
She
Kitty.
always gets it. Why can't you
Can
get it like she gets it?
I don't know. It's because of the thing you make me smoke every day.
I'm not making you smoke anything, dude. You're an adult. You can decide for yourself.
It's peer pressure.
Damien will be rolling up a second one if nobody stops him.
No, it's not peer pressure, dude. Like,
Can I go
seriously.
back
if
to that
she's
line?
You keep coming in my room. You know that weed is being smoked there, and you keep coming there. What am I supposed to think? That you don't want to smoke with me?
This is.
You
I,
could say no.
Question to the group: does anybody else feel like hamburgers?
yes.
Yes, but do they deliver at this hour? Is it late
I
enough?
don't
It
think
must be
anybody
around noon.
delivers.
What time is it?
What do you mean
How
nobody
long were we in that
delivers?
mine thing?
I don't know. It must be around noon, I guess.
I'm pretty sure they deliver food around noon. That is the lunchtime.
Well, if they don't
Doesn't
deliver
McDonald's
burgers,
deliver?
I don't know. But if they don't deliver burgers, we can get some pizza. Oh, with a
You know
cheesy
what? Shakes
crust.
and
Pizza
burgers.
easier.
Sounds
They actually
great.
deliver.
Yeah. And he
Yeah,
lights up the second J.
I'm gonna order the pizzas.
Can you order the same thing that the kitty ordered?
Oh yeah, sausage and bacon and chicken with cheesy crust. Yeah. How many should I get?
I invented cheese. I invented a new kind of crust. She just smiles.
Probably 3.
Yeah, we'll get 3. And Cleo will go and order pizzas. And I guess we can end it here because this has been going for
Yeah.
quite some time,
Just,
man.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
just one more thing.
Yeah.
Just one more thing.
We got a new homie.
Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. This is so not going to backfire on us. But what I wanted to say before we close this session for our viewers is with the J in the corner of his mouth, Damien just turns to Jesse and says, "And hey, buddy, if you ever want somebody to watch films with you, just tip me. I'll be more than happy to give you some company."
Oh, thank you. We can watch it with Jess as well.
You know what? That would be lovely, especially since I'll have the chance on catching up on certain movies I didn't have a chance in a previous life. Let's put it that way. And he gives you the J.
You can still say no, you know.
No
Just,
pressure.
yeah, just gonna smoke it. Like inhale very bigly like the first time we did it.
You know, if you're so worried about peer pressure, probably should stop listening to people.
I don't feel so good.
Then don't take
Fine.
another. Don't take another breath. There we go. Ah, now it's starting to work.
You'll be fine. Stop being over dramatic.
He gives Jesse some orange juice. Here, always have something to drink on you when you're smoking, just in case you cough.
No booze though. Booze
No booze
bad.
though. Booze
Booze
is bad.
bad.
Bad in the wrong combination.
And with that, I guess we can end it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, thank you players for playing and watchers for watching. This has been another scene of Orlando Ascended. See you next time.